What is up, my dudes and that one girl who thinks a guy on a tricycle is sexy? This is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos weekly. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on a Cardo communicator? Check my referral link down below. Want to support me in all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Bam! You should become part of the Brew Crew and join the coffee page down below. Want to know why I'm asking you for money? Well, down below next to those 10,000 Amazon affiliate links that also go to the good cause is a video explaining what I do with this money. So you got it, get it, cool, done, let's move on. So today we're going to be talking about something that honestly, when I first saw it, I was at the Harley Museum. I was in some areas that, weren't as popular foot traffic wise, and I came across these bikes and I was like, oh man, I have just found something that's a bit of an Easter egg. And I thought that it was an Easter egg. I thought it was something that Harley was leaving out for people to kind of find and get excited about. I thought it was going to be something that they might introduce for the next debut, which will probably be coming in the fall. And I was like, oh, this is so sweet. And then I went back and I showed a couple friends and I was like, hey, check this out. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see this. And they were like, oh no, those things are there all the time. They've been there for years. I was like, what the hell, man? So that's what I want to get into today. Today, we are going to talk about the Harley reverse trikes and what happened to them and why they aren't here and why they should be here. So let's get into that. So first and foremost, Harley did get the idea to start making reverse trikes. For those of you who are not familiar with the term reverse trike, just think like the Can-Am Riker, the Can-Am Spider, stuff like that. Those are reverse trikes. It's with the two wheels in the front, one wheel in the back. The thing about the Harley one though is they wanted to make a leaning reverse trike. So it was something that when you're getting into turns and stuff, you would have more of a motorcycle feel, because instead of just riding through these flat, you would be able to lean into those curves and actually get that feeling. And honestly, I think that is pretty damn cool. That's something that really all of these should be doing, but they don't. So back in 1998, Harley hired John Butera. John Butera was known for designing just absolutely monster muscle cars, custom vehicles, stuff like that. He is a legend in the field. So they brought him aboard and they were like, we need you to design our reverse trike. And he got to work on that. And he spent quite a few years trying to design something really cool. Harley dubbed these the Harley Penster. Not exactly the best name, but there we are. But nonetheless, John Butera did deliver, and they actually did build two proof of concepts. We've got this red one here, and we've got the orange one here. The orange one is actually very, very close to the patents that they filed, which are here. So they really were all in on this, and they were trying to make something pretty damn awesome. And then it just never came to be. So quite honestly, I feel like Harley was very much ahead of the curve on this. Quite honestly, 2007, that's about the time the Can-Am Spiders dropped, and they were not really understood, accepted, or, people really wanted to deal with them. A lot of Can-Am, dealerships were just offering non-stop free rides on these things, like test rides and whatnot, trying to sell people on these vehicles because they were just like, meh. So, yes, if Harley put these out in 2007, I honestly feel like these would have just straight out bombed. The Harley community in general just is not accepting of change, let's be honest. So just seeing these, I don't think these would have flown at all. And Harley did end up getting cold feet, and instead we started getting more Harley trikes. So whatever. Nonetheless, if these came to be, this would have totally changed the landscape for Harley as we know it, because they would be in that reverse trike market. Now again, 2007, way too far ahead of the curve. For those of you who say Harley is always far behind, this really was Harley thinking ahead, kind of like the V-Rod. When they put out the V-Rod, it was just way too soon, way too early. It was way too ahead of the curve for Harley enthusiasts, let's say. I mean, you look at it now, it's kind of caught up. It's still not my thing, but it's kind of caught up to what's going on around it, cruiser-wise, being liquid cooled, stuff like that. But the Harley Penster, if that came out in 2007, I think you would have had a lot of people just straight out reject it. It would have bombed and went straight into the scrap heap. However, nowadays, Harley really should revisit these. I mean, if you like the design, if you hate the design, it doesn't much matter. Like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I looked at these and I was like, well, those are kind of cool looking. Not my thing. I wouldn't go out and buy one, but those are kind of cool, and it would be cool to see those in the market. Quite honestly, these would compete really well against like the Riker that is out right now. And, you know, as time goes on, whether we want to admit it or not, you look around, you see a lot of these reverse trikes out there. You see a lot more Rikers. You see a lot more Spiders being used. This really could be Harley's gateway into the market, and I really feel like they should go and revisit these things. Like I said in the beginning, one of the cool parts about this trike that separates it from stuff like the Riker and the Spider is you can lean into your turns with these, giving you that motorcycle feel. So people who can no longer ride two wheels, or for some reason have never been able to ride two wheels, can still get that feeling of being on two wheels when you're carving up the canyons, or you're going down to the tail of the dragon, or you're getting into those nice curves. Like, this is something where you could really enjoy what you're doing. Now, the original bike has a twin cam in it. This could be easily moved forward nowadays. I mean, you could easily drop in like the Rev Max 975 or the 1250. Quite honestly, I would take this red one, which is obviously meant to be just a single seater. I would make that your S model, and I would put the 1250 in there all damn day, because though that's going to be the bike that people are going to like get sporty with. They're going to like go fast. They're going to really get into it all on their lonesome. That is meant to be a sport like reverse trike all day. Then I would take this other one, the orange one, that's meant to be a two-seater, you know, so you can ride two up and all that, and I would put the 975 in that. Now I know the argument would be, well, you know, you should probably have the bigger engine in that because it's carrying two people, but let's be honest, look at the seating on that. Your passenger isn't going to be staying on too long if you're all of a sudden throttling up on them. They're going to be long gone. So put the smaller engine in that one, save someone's life. Now, obviously, it's going to be Harley. So this would be more expensive than, say, like the Riker, or, I mean, quite honestly, it would probably come right on par with the price of the Spider, but it would be more expensive. It's Harley. Let's be honest. However, I feel like the appeal would be, A, you've got that Harley logo, B, it's Harley, so that means the aftermarket is going to be vast on this. You are going to be able to put all kinds of different parts on this. You are going to be able to customize it. Any sort of like tuning and stuff that the Rev Max engine is getting now, you're going to be able to tune this engine for that. You're going to be able to go with bigger air cleaners. Like, you're not going to be going to these like backwoods like crack shacks that are like, oh hey, I know how to upgrade your trike, bring it on in here and trust me. Like, you are gonna have legit tuners, and you are gonna have legit people making parts for this that are going to be good. Like, so this is something that I feel like Harley really should come back and revisit. Obviously change the name. I don't know what the hell a Penster is. I didn't even bother to Google this. I just looked at it. I was like, that's dumb. Now, I'm sure it has some deeper meaning. I'm sure it's probably some tribute to some amazing person in the past or some amazing vehicle. But let's be honest. If you were like me and you don't know the history of it and you look at it and you're like, Penster, well, that's damn stupid. Nobody wants that. That's like Indian naming their bikes like the Challenger and like the Pursuit. Yeah, way to be second place, guys. Like, put names on there that people want. Like, I don't know, like everything Victory did, the Hammer, the Judge, like stuff like that. But yeah, so Harley, definitely, like, you really should reconsider these reverse trikes to have something that leans, have something with a better name than the Penster. Put that 1250 Rev Max in there, or hell, go even bigger on your Rev Max. I'm cool with that. Do something cool with it and then put it out there. And I feel like you're really going to to bite into that trike market. So nonetheless, Harley, seriously, if you see this video, you really should reconsider. Like, this is the time. Like, that reverse trike market is out there. It's time for you guys to cash in on this. Get in on this. Throw the RevMax engine into that. Honor John Butera by keeping that design. You know, it still looks like a current design. So it's not like you're putting out something that looks dated. Like, get that out there. Call it the Butera if you want. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. Except spell it like Buterror. That'd be cool. The Butera. I don't know, man. This is why I don't do marketing. Nonetheless, let me know what you guys think. Is this something you could at least see yourself trying out to see how it rides? How much do you think that this would cost? And what do you think the name should be? Throw it all down below. That's what I've got for you. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one dork you know who's cruising around on a reverse trike and thinks he's badass, and tell him that he should be getting on this instead and he might be 10% more badass. He loves this stuff, trust me, and I'll see you all on the flip side.